This is a weird topic because I feel like it is like quite obvious, but you need to like go outside alone. We live in such like a crazy world where screens, phone times, and it's used to stay connected with people to find a sense of community. I feel like TikTok didn't make money because they're entertaining. People thought that they could connect to something and be a community, so that it gave them some sense of purpose in life. Like for me today, um, I just want to. I was gonna hang out with a friend later, but they weren't ready, and they live about like 40 minutes away from me. I was already halfway there at the gym when I was like, when you're texting, like, oh yeah, no, I'm still gonna be like an hour or two, and I didn't want to drive back home and like go back because I feel like that was just a waste of gas, and I didn't want to drive that much. So I drove up. I went to a park. I got something to eat. I put my phone. It was Max Ringers, so if they texted me when they were ready, I would know. And but like I put my phone away and I just sat there. I mean, I ate my food and I just thought for hours and hours. It was more like 2 hours, but like I thought for a lot of time, and it made me have so many realizations to myself as well as brought me happiness. Because I think everyone, no matter what they are, is in a very fast-paced lifestyle. Where either you're going to the gym, trying to make money, trying to do good at school, trying to hang out with friends and go party. And it's all very fast-paced, and you're competing with people, and it kind of brings down the excitement of life because that's the new normal, and it brings out your baseline happiness because you're always up here at this point. So if you're doing something quite boring without your phone, and to add on to that, when you're not doing anything, you're on your phone, which gives you just dopamine, and it's known that you have that from scrolling. So your baseline is still kind of up really high. When you do something quite boring, like sitting down, eating without your phone, without any of that dopamine, your baseline happiness goes down, but you're still happy because it just is what it just you're happy to be in nature, you're happy to connect, and you let your brain think, and it lets you be happy at this line rather than all the way up here all the time. Which also means when you do go back to hanging out with friends, you're more happy. Like for me, I don't want to say I'm like an unhappy person. I'm happy when I'm with friends. I'm happy to an extent when like going to the gym and improving and working on my businesses because like I find joy in it, and I know that hopefully like with the gym I know I'm gonna make progress if I just keep lifting weights and just how it works. And I know with this, I mean I might not make progress, but I hope I do. I hope that I make a following, I'm able to impact people, or at the very least, I'm able to talk better, I'm able to convey my ideas better, and I'm able to be more confident because of it. So I do find some enjoyment, but like I don't go around with a big smile and like really want to take on the day and really want to go to the gym. And like I could say to an extent I do, but I don't. I'm not like a very happy person when I'm alone. I find friends. I strive to have that connection. It makes me happy. And like during this time, it was like halfway through, I saw two birds like chasing each other and doing what they do, and it was like the first time I smiled like genuinely by myself and enjoyed something that like wasn't a real. I mean, I don't scroll that much. I try to be off, but of course I go on to some extent. But it was like the first time I was really genuinely happy, and it seems like such a crazy concept to like go outside, sit down, and eat by yourself. But I think it's what's needed because you're controlling the own pace of your life. Can you really say that you were the one who decided that you want this fast-paced life, that you want all this stuff to happen here, here, and here, and that's what your brain needs and is ready? Because I feel like if you keep going after this fast-paced life and you keep it going super fast, yeah, you will improve to an extent, but the quality might decrease because that's not who you are. For some people, it might, and for you, it also might. But I would say the vast majority of people are overworking themselves during that time because it's so fast, and they don't give themselves any time to rest because they're on TikTok. So it's a bit less, but it's not real rest. And when I was able to rest for that time and just let my brain think and unwind and truly let just wander, it seemed like this crazy thing, and it brought me like genuine happiness the entire time. I thought of video ideas. I thought of what I'm gonna do with business, what I'm gonna do with friends, how I'm gonna tackle challenges in my life just by sitting there and like existing. And I think it kind of goes back. That's something that I kind of spent my time on it, and time is precious. But it's free to an extent. I guess you have to drive to a park, or you walk to the park, and you might want to bring food to the park. But like, it's a lot cheaper than so many other things, and I believe it was so much more fulfilling. I can't say for a long term effect if it does make me more mentally cognition, like work better. It's something that I'm starting to do and that I'm gonna now consistently do because before, I'm gonna say about 6 months back, I couldn't get through like a meal without scrolling, having a TV on or YouTube or something like that, and I felt like that just wasn't right. So I started just trying to eat my meals, just eat them as meals and enjoy the meals. And I noticed from that time I enjoyed the food more than if I was scrolling because I was able to concentrate on it and see, oh, this tastes good. Oh, it's made in a certain way. This is how I like it. Rather than focusing on the entertainment, I was focusing on the food. And then today I was like, well, let's have food there, I guess, because I was hungry. And I was just at the gym, so I had to get a certain amount of that protein, all that, so I could function well. So I was like, why not? And I finished my food, and I just laid there, observed everything, thought of everything, let thoughts come to my mind, and it was great. Not one time, I had the urge to get my on my phone to start. The first hour, I would say like a bunch of times I just wanted to like, oh, pick up, check, oh, what's going on, blah blah blah, whatever, see text, but I didn't because I knew like eventually it would kind of go away. And then like hour one to an hour one and a half, it got a bit better where I was less frequent. And then after that, because like before, as I said, I had it far away. I got a text from her. She was like, "Oh, blah blah blah. Let's hang out in 30 minutes." Or it was like 45. She needed to get ready. You know how women are; they need to get ready and all that. I was like, "Okay." Then I was just like, "Let me leave the phone." It was on my chest. I was laying like fully down. I just had no urge to grab it and do it for that time. And I was thinking, and I was like, huh, it gave me a lot more time to think properly, come up with my ideas that weren't online, and give me like it was like a memory because like you don't really remember the times you scroll, you don't really remember the information. You might remember some funny things or like a viral meme that's going around, new trend, whatever. You're not gonna really remember them, and if you are, you're gonna remember them in kind of like a weird light. When I think back to before, I could think of like trends. I could think of some videos that pop up, and they were funny and all, but I don't think of it as like anything valuable to me. But today I'm looking back and I think, damn, that was pretty valuable. That was a good time. I think that's so important in this time where we're always trying to get ahead, get on the phone, do more, do more, do more. That you do less. You do what everyone isn't doing and hope that boosts you forward and improves you in some sort of way. That's kind of all. Go outside. Seriously. It's going to help you out.